Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Today you get another vlog of just me talking because I couldn't get Tito. Today was his brother's birthday. I'm filming again because I'm leaving for the Super Bowl Thursday morning. So I'm just trying to get as many extra videos as I can because I'm gonna be gone for a week. But you guys are still gonna get 3 videos a week. We just finished Jeffy Ball Z. I might try to get that uploaded tomorrow instead of Friday. It depends on how early I get done filming tonight. But yeah, today I was going to talk about the worst ways to die. So I have this conversation with my crew all the time. I always ask them, what's the worst way to die? And they always say drowning. And that makes me so mad because there's no way drowning is the worst way to die. I personally think being burned alive would be worse than drowning because they're like drowning though is like you're gonna try to breathe, you're gonna try to gasp for air, and you're not gonna get any air, and you're gonna die. Yeah, okay, but imagine you're on fire and like your eyes melt and your skin is melting and you burn to death. Eventually, how do you even die? Like, see, drowning, I understand how you die. Like the water gets in your lungs, you have no oxygen, you can't breathe, done. But being burned alive, like at what point are you dead? Like your skin burned, your vein, like come on now. So I think if you say the worst way to die is drowning, I'm going to now tell you probably 10 ways to die that I think is worse than drowning. Number one, I don't think this is the worst way. Let's do number 10. Number 10 being burned alive. That's really got to be bad. And then I'm going to put my number one at, laying on the ground in a steamroller slowly driving over you, starting at your feet and then slowly crushing. And I know if you guys get panic attacks or you get freaked out by stuff, don't watch it. But these are my worst ways. Like I think steamroller, awful. And my biggest fear about talking about stuff like this is that like one day I'll die from one of these things, or like somebody will kidnap me and kill me that way. But like steamroller slowly running you over, that's scary as fuck. I think I think that would be the worst way to die. Number two, like falling into a wood chipper or a jet turbine. See, that would be so fast that you probably wouldn't even know. Like, but like imagine slowly going into a wood chipper or the jet turbine. That would just, yeah. So no, I still think steamroller slowly is bad. Um, hmm. I mean, dying in a plane crash, I don't think that would be scary in the moment, but it's so instant, like boom, you're done. So I don't think plane crash, even though I'm afraid of flying, I don't think plane crash is the worst death because it's so instant. See, I think a horrible death is a slow one. A quick one is like, okay. So yeah, I'm still going with slowly crushed by a wood chipper and being burned alive. Slowly crushed by a steamroller. So guys, what's worse? Getting crushed by a steamroller or being burned alive? And what in the comments, what is the worst way that you think would be to be killed? Like, what is the worst? Oh, no, 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 no. On Wikipedia, I've Googled this before. Like, there's the one back in the old days where they would put ropes around your arms and legs, and then they would have a horse run in one direction and a horse run in the other direction until you're split in half. But that's still, or not split in half till your limbs are ripped off. I still think the steamroller beats it. And being burned alive, I still think, right? No? Yeah, anyway. You guys in the comments tell me what's the worst way to die. I know this is a weird video, a gruesome video. It better not get age restricted because these are just words. These aren't even cuss words. These aren't even slurs. This is just me talking about what I think the worst deaths are. I bet you there's some other videos on YouTube that are top 10 worst deaths. Anyway, I think those are pretty bad. I don't think being killed by a million fire ants biting you, I'm sure that would hurt, but it's not worse than being burned alive. I'm trying to think of something else. I'm trying to think of another worse way to die. Being eaten by a bear or a shark. Both of those is worse than drowning. Actually, the shark, you probably get both because the shark's eating you and you're underwater while you're getting eaten or you're like gasping for air. So I think my biggest fear is going for, like, we film scenes out in the woods, and I don't know if there's bears around here, but I don't bring a gun with me. So we're in the woods, and just imagine a big ass brown bear or black bear is just in the woods and it runs after you. And I know you're not supposed to move, or I don't know what the fuck the rules are with bears, but imagine it just fucking gashing you and eating you. That's fucked. Yeah, I definitely think that's pretty bad. I think it's awful. And that brings up to another thing. When you go to a hospital and the doctors are like, what is your pain scale, 1 to 10? I hate motherfuckers who say 10. Are you serious? So you're saying your stomach hurts so bad that it hurts more than if your arm got ripped off? Like, think about it. Oh, my stomach hurts. Pain scale 1 to 10. 10, 10 is the worst pain ever. Okay, so you're telling me if your arm was ripped off right now by a bear, it would be the equal amount of pain? No. Yeah, then it's not a 10. Stop saying fucking 10. I know they want you to say 10 so that you can be like, oh, it's unbearable. Say 8. Don't say 10. 10 is I got my eyes ripped out of me by a giant squid, or fucking I was cutting onions and I chopped my finger off. Like, there's a 10. Or I got shot by a 50 caliber bullet in the stomach. That's a 10. You're telling me my stomach hurts to 10? Or someone breaks their arm, they're like 10. Say 7. Say it feels like a broken arm. Don't say it feels like that someone injected me with acid and my insides are melting from the inside. Yeah, no. So every time I go to a doctor, if they say 1 to 10, I'd say a 6, or I'd be honest, like a 5. And if I'm in a lot of pain, 8, because I can never say 10 because it could always be worse. It could always be worse. How much pain are you in? I'm in pain, but not as bad as if a steamroller slowly drove over me. That would be a 10. So guys, do you agree with me? Or am I being fucking stupid? And you can tell this is a last second vlog, but I'm just talking to you guys about something that we talk about during filming all the time. And everyone, Lance, Pablo, everyone says drowning's the worst death. And I'm like, are you serious? That is what, out of all the deaths, you're saying that's the worst? Come on now. So how about being buried alive in a coffin and you freaking out? Or the nutty putty cave motherfucker who's upside down in the fucking tight cave in the dark and slowly just died from just being there and no one could get to him. That's terrifying. A slow death is scarier than a quick one. And drowning, I would say, is pretty quick. You'll be dead within a minute or two, or maybe 3. And you know what's happening. You know it's over. And I almost drowned. Let me tell you the story where I almost drowned. And was it terrifying? Yes, but I didn't die. But I do see how it was scary. But the entire time when I'm about to drown, I'm like, I would rather die this way than be burned alive. So we went to New Orleans back when I was like 8 years old or 7 years old to visit family, and we went to this water park, and they had a wave pool that would just send waves and send. I'm not that strong of a swimmer, and they would just send fucking waves like gadoosh, gadoosh, and I'm in there, I'm swimming. And I go out in the middle, and you're trying to swim, and you're like, like fucking, because you're trying to get your head above the water, and it's sending waves. So I'm like, you know what? I'm a bitch. I can't swim. I'm going back to the edge to hold on, and I'm swimming, and the waves are just coming, and this is a fucking wave pool. There's people, and I'm trying to get to the edge, and my arms are getting tired. Like, I'm about to not be able to lift myself in the water. Like, I'm like sinking, and I'm like, I remember like I was probably 20 seconds from drowning, because if I would have not made it to the edge in 20 seconds, the waves were too much. It was too powerful. And I just could feel my body too weak to move, and I would have been done. But luckily I was like, and I grabbed onto the edge, right? And then I was like, fuck this. I almost drowned. I almost died. This would have been the end of me, because there's no way no fucking lifeguard was watching it. There's like 100 people in this wave fucking pool, and there's not going to see the little kid who can't swim. They've been like, little pussy, can't swim. And so I barely had the energy to climb. I had to sit there for a minute and then climb up onto the top. And I think, to this day, I've never been in a wave pool since, and I never will, because even though I'm almost 30, I know I'd still probably almost die. So yeah, drowning, I can say, is scary, but it's in my like top 50. Like, I could name 49 other ways to die that I think would be worse. So guys, what is your biggest fear of, like, what's the worst way you would die? Like, if you're like, Logan, this is not how I want to die. And then how would you want to die? See, me personally, I think the best way to die would be in surgery, like during a surgery, because imagine this. They put you on the table, and then they put the anesthesia in your IV, because I think that's the coolest thing ever. I see why Michael Jackson did it so much, to go to sleep, because it's so cool, because you'd be laying there, and they'd put it in, and then you just fade to black. You just go to sleep. It's like, and then over. See, I think that's the best way to go, because there's no pain. You just went to sleep. It's over. Well, Logan, wouldn't it be better? Aren't you just saying you want to die in your sleep? No, because I'm sure those people have heart attacks or some fucking shit, and they wake up for a second and go, I definitely think dying during surgery because you're already put to sleep, it's over. I think that's the best way. Or probably plane crash because it's so instant. And also, it's happening. I'm fucking with you. Okay, so guys, in the comments, what is the worst way to die? And what is the best way? And if you say fucking drowning, why? Tell me why that's the worst all time. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. I'll see you tomorrow. And I promise you, I'm going to try to... We're about to have a road trip vlog going to Vegas for the Super Bowl. So there'll be more stuff going on. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.